Welcome to Literacy Home Learning. This is a literacy unit appropriate for children learning from home during this extended school closure. It is designed to provide learning opportunities for primary age children and will help to develop their ability within the national curriculum. This is lesson number 8 in this series. Please listen along, pause the video when necessary, and listen out for the task appropriate for your age and ability. To be prepared for today's lesson, make sure you have something to write with and your home learning book. Follow along with the video and be sure to pause when you have been given a task to complete. You will know when to pause when you see the symbol in the bottom corner of the screen. Today's learning objective is to be able to identify relevant vocabulary. Time for your first quick task. With your home teacher, research facts about forests. Remember to make notes in your home learning book. Time for your next quick task. What kind of forest has tree frogs and toucans in? This must be a special kind of forest. Can you name the type of forest that would have these animals? In today's exciting lesson, we will be going on a school trip, so pack your lunch, make sure you're wearing appropriate clothes, and get your home learning book ready to write facts about the rainforest down, as we will take a trip to the rainforest.
Welcome to the Amazon rainforest. And get ready to see some exotic plants and animals that you won't see anywhere else in the world. As you know, rainforests are one of the Earth's major habitats. Habitats are areas that share the same weather, plants, and animals. Tropical rainforests are located around the world in Central and South America, parts of Africa, Asia, and Australia. They are usually found close to the equator. Millions of years ago, rainforests covered most of the earth. This is where the dinosaurs once lived. Now they cover only 7% of the earth, but are home to half of the world's animal and plant species. Today, we are going to explore the South American rainforest in the Amazon basin. It is the largest of all the rainforests. The Amazon rainforest is about 2.5 million square miles, a bit smaller than the 48 states of the US. Here, you'll find more than 1,600 species of birds, 230 kinds of snakes, 600 different mammals, 40 different turtles, and 70,000 kinds of insects. Many of these species can't be found anywhere else in the world. You will also hear this rainforest called Amazonia because the mighty Amazon River runs through it. The Amazon is 4,000 miles long and is the second longest river in the world. As their name tells us, rainforests get much more rain than anywhere else in the world. It usually rains about 260 inches each year, but can reach as much as 400 inches. Not only is it wet, it is also very warm since it's so close to the equator. The average daily temperature is usually between 86 and 95 degrees. A wet and warm region like this means that everything grows well. This explains why the trees are so incredibly tall. Some parts of the rainforest are in mountainous areas. Up high, the treetops are always covered in a rainy, wet mist. They appear to be in the clouds, which is why these areas are called cloud forests. The Amazon, along with every other tropical rainforest, has 4 layers: the emergent layer, the canopy, the understory, and the forest floor. Each layer has its own story to tell. The emergent layer is the highest in the rainforest. It is where the tallest of the trees stick out from the top of the canopy. These are also the oldest trees in the Amazon rainforest, maybe even hundreds of years old. They can easily grow 165 feet tall. Some grow even higher. In order to live so high up in the rainforest, animals need to be able to fly or climb. Up this high, you might find the South American harpy eagle using the trees to look for its next meal. They also protect their young by building their nest up high in the emergent layers. You can see many colorful birds here, including many members of the parrot family, like these conures. These parrots live in noisy flocks high up in the trees. This red-winged parrot uses its strong, curved beak to feed on fruit, seeds, flower buds, and insects. Spider monkeys can spend their lives up here in the treetops and are expert climbers. They are able to use their arms, legs, and even their tail to grip the branches. The blue morpho butterfly is one of the many colorful butterflies that we see flitting around the treetops. Moving down to the next layer, we find ourselves in the canopy. This is the umbrella of treetops covering the rainforest. It is the main layer of the rainforest. More animals live in the canopy than anywhere else in the Amazon jungle. In fact, about 2/3 of the rainforest animals can be found in the canopy. Here, you might see the slow-moving sloth, who hangs upside down all day, even to sleep. The emergent layer and the canopy share a lot of the same residents: birds, monkeys, snakes, butterflies, and insects. You might find this emerald tree boa another superb climber. See how well camouflaged it is to look just like the leaves on the trees? If a howler monkey catches sight of one of these snakes, it will sound an alarm that would be impossible to ignore. The shrieks are ear-splitting. Macaws, like this brilliant hyacinth macaw, are one of the many birds moving around the canopy. Many animals are able to find food, water, and shelter here, and so they have no need to leave. The canopy is the home of choice for 30% of the world's birds, like this red-green macaw. Here is a toucanette. Bird life ranges from giant eagles weighing up to 17 pounds to these tiny hummingbirds weighing only a few ounces. Hummingbirds feed on the nectar of flowers like this long-tailed sylph. Beautiful, isn't it? Their long bills let them get deep into the flower, like this sword-billed hummingbird. As they feed, they are dusted with the flower's pollen. When they fly away, they spread the pollen wherever they go. These colorful toucans like to hang around the canopy eating leaves, fruits, and nuts. Here is one of the most recognizable creatures in the Amazon, the red-eyed tree frog. It has suction cups on its tiny feet, allowing it to hang on tight. Insects have an easier time of it since they can crawl up and down the trees. So can the spiders. These tarantulas are some of the world's largest spiders and can grow as large as dinner plates. They come out at night to hunt. Chameleons live in the canopy along with other lizards. A close-up look at chameleons shows us that they can move each eye separately. This helps them to be on alert against lurking predators. Chameleons are masters of disguise, able to change their color if they are scared or if they want to blend into the background. Geckos, too, can change the color of their skin for protection. This ability, known as camouflage, helps them to survive. Camouflage allows an animal to either hide from predators or to sneak up on prey when hunting. We hope you enjoyed meeting some of the exciting animals that live in the Amazon rainforest.
Here is the relevant vocabulary we have found about the rainforest. We found the words canopy, climate, tropical plants, emergent layer, colony, cloud forest, and seed dispersal. When using relevant vocabulary in your writing, it is important to understand the word's definition. This is what the word means. To find the definition of words, you can use a dictionary, either a paper version if you have one available, or an online version. When looking at a definition in a dictionary, it will give you many pieces of information about that word. It will give you the amount of syllables in that word, the pronunciation, its meaning, its word type, and its plural form, as well as many other pieces. Time for your next quick task. With your home teacher, can you find the definitions of these words? The words we'd like you to find the definitions for are canopy, climate, tropical, emergent, colony, forest, and dispersal. In today's main task, you will be designing a rainforest in our school playground. Before we do this, we need to decide what is essential to have in a rainforest and what we would desire to be in a rainforest. Time for your next quick task. In your home learning book, copy and complete the table below, identifying the things that you think are essential and desirable in a rainforest. Remember to use the information from your school trip to help you. Essential things are things that the rainforest could not survive without, such as birds for seed dispersal. And desirable things are things that you would like to have in the rainforest, but are not essential for the survival of a rainforest. Year 1 and 2, here's your main task for today's lesson. In your home learning book, draw a picture of what you think the school playground would look like if all of your choices for the rainforest came true. Once you have finished your drawing, complete the success criteria below. Year 1, write 3 sentences describing your rainforest. Make sure you use relevant vocabulary in each sentence and try to use expanded noun phrases. Year 2, write 5 sentences describing your rainforest. Make sure you also use relevant vocabulary in each of your sentences and also use expanded noun phrases. Year 3 and 4, here's your main task. In your home learning book, write a set of instructions explaining how you would change the school playground into a rainforest. Year 3, we'd like you to use expanded noun phrases to describe the rainforest, use prepositional phrases to explain where you would have things, and use fronted adverbials to link your instructions. Year 4, we'd like you to use expanded noun phrases to describe the rainforest, prepositional phrases to explain where you would like things, fronted adverbials to link your instructions, and causal conjunctions to explain why you would have these things. Here's an example of a sentence you may use. First, I would wrap long green vines around the school fence to hide the animals from the outside world. And finally, Year 5 and 6. Here's your main task. In your home learning book, write a set of instructions explaining how you would change the school playground into a rainforest. You must use expanded noun phrases to describe the rainforest, use prepositional phrases to explain where you would like things, use fronted adverbials to link your instructions, and causal conjunctions to explain why you would use these things. And finally, use a range of figurative language in your description. Here's a final little challenge. Can you explain the positive effects this would have on the local community? So how have you done? Time to share your work with the class. Read your work to your home teacher, but don't forget to check for spelling and punctuation mistakes first. Well done everybody, that's the end of lesson 8. Be sure to join us again in the next lesson.